Hello and welcome to Top 5, the segment where occasionally we come over and just talk about things that we like. This week we're going to talk about the top 5 best music in games of all time. Just to get this out of the way, this is completely my opinion. You're entitled to your own. It may be right, but mine is better.
Not so fast, Josh. This list deserves so much more than one person can do, and I know this because we spent about 5 hours attempting to come up with a single comprehensive list and failed miserably. So this top 5 is going to be a bit special. We're going to have 2 lists. So this is both of our lists of the top 5 songs in game. Rising Sun from Okami. My first song on this list is the final boss theme from the fantastic game Okami. The song purposely encompasses the atmosphere and feeling of the game, which is something I think that every video game song should really be striving for. It captures the moment of that fight really fantastically, and everything about it just screams a perfect fit. And what more can you really ask for? It fits the game, it sounds awesome, and it makes you want to keep beating the heck out of that boss until you have finally completed this challenge.
Number 4 is Brinstar from the famous Super Metroid. The first time you land on Brinstar, you hear a couple crackles, and then the music really starts as you come out of the ship, and you realize that you're isolated on this planet, that there's no hope, that you have to go through with this, and you have to save your friends. And that moment, the isolation that it makes you feel, is why I think Brinstar is my number 4.
Number 4, Theme of Laura from Silent Hill 2. This song, which played over an E3 trailer for the game in 2001 and was the opening theme for the game, earns its spot on this list by perfectly exemplifying the principle of punctus contra punctum, or counterpoint if I'm not being a complete snob. Look it up. It's catchy, guitar-driven, and seemingly upbeat. It's so different than the atmosphere of the game that it creates a really unsettling feeling and even conveys a sense of dread. It's composer Akira Yamaoka's favorite piece, and for a reason. It's easily the best opening to a horror game that I can think of.
My number 3 is from Halo 3. At the very end of the game, spoiler alert, after defeating Guilty Spark, you fire off a halo to destroy the Ark. Now this moment, as you start to drive away and try to survive, in the background you hear timpanis begin to roar, and you hear the song just fully encompass you, and you want to survive. The music drives you forward to Forward Unto Dawn, and it makes the moment for me, and that's why that's my number 3.
Number 3, the theme from Halo Combat Evolved. It was a tough decision for me between the original and Halo 2's Mjolnir mix, featuring the great Steve Vai, and granted Halo 3 definitely has a good theme, but you gotta give it to the original, that orchestral opus. Marty O'Donnell's theme perfectly captures the spirit of Halo with a mix of Gregorian-style chants, percussion, string orchestration, and apparently a bit of Qualali voice. Yeah, I had to look it up too. The level you first hear it on is claimed to be only 5% of the original level design, but even though they were forced to scale back, the song still conveys that sense of massiveness and wonder, and absolutely deserves its spot on this list.
Sure, you go with that. Anyways, my number 2 is A Link to the Past's castle theme. At the very beginning of the game, it was rain pouring down on you, you cut open that bush and fall into the sewers, and you find your uncle, sad and broken, and you hear music start to go on in the background, and you listen to what your uncle has to say, and the music pushes you to follow through with what your uncle requests of you. And it's one of the most, in my opinion, emotional moments in 8-bit gaming. And I think it's done absolutely beautifully.
Number 2, Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid 3. Well, there's a very strong case to be made for the theme from Metal Gear Solid 1, or Old Snake from Metal Gear Solid 4, or pretty much any song in this franchise. I'm going to give this one to Snake Eater. It's just that great a song. Just listen to it. This song could have easily been the intro for a Bond movie, which if you watch the opening cinematic, it's pretty clear that's what it's trying to be. It's also the best ladder climbing music ever, especially when you spend 2 minutes climbing that godforsaken thing, but I digress. The music is appropriately epic, the lyrics are fantastic, it's 5 out of 5 would play again.
So, My number one, very influential piece of music, a very powerful piece of music, a very moving piece of music, very classy piece of music. Snake Eater from the Metal Gear Solid series. Kyler, you're wrong. There is no better song. I am sorry. Everything he said and more can be said about this song. It is so perfect. If you take the song and dissect it, everything about it works. If you put it in context of the game, everything about it works. It's just, it makes you want to be the just killer person that Snake is. And halfway through the game, when you think your venture may be over, or you may be starting to waver, you start climbing a ladder, and you hear it again, and you remember how you felt at the beginning of the game, wanting to be the James Bond-esque character that Snake is. And that's why Snake Eater is my number one.
Now, while I gotta agree with you that Snake Eater is an awesome song, the praise I just gave it a little bit ago was absolutely honest. There is a song you're forgetting, a song that really is the number one song in gaming. It's Still Alive from Portal. The collaboration of indie rocker Jonathan Colton and opera singer slash voice of GLaDOS Ellen McLean that closes out Valve's surprise smash hit Portal is how you should end a game. Even in the credits, it kept us engaged and listening and made us feel happy for beating the game, because in addition to the satisfaction you get for your triumph over the trials, you also get this treat and you can't help but smile. It's been about 8 years since I first heard the song, and I don't think there's been a day that's gone by where I haven't known the words. It helps that it's funny. I mean, it's really funny. The song is fantastic, the song is perfect, it is number one. Anyone who says otherwise, including that idiot before me, is wrong. End of story.
Now, Kyler, your list wasn't bad. I mean, Snake Eater's pretty far up there. But I have to say, I think my list is the definitive top 5 for gaming. And, I don't know if I agree with your number one.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, and your number one song is fantastic. While I'm still a producer on this show, I get the final say, so I'm right and you're fired. Back to you guys.